Hello everyone. This is Lona Lee with Livable Passion. We just finished our second episode, and I would like to kind of sit down and because nobody really know what is Livable Passion is about. So yes, it's a live radio show, and we broadcast at through the WTAN Tampa Bay Tan Talk Radio Network on the AM. Currently, it's AM 1340, and it's every Saturday night at 8 p.m. And well, it's Livable Passion is not something that we kind of just came out as a niche, and it sounds good. Livable Passion, it's pretty much is produced by my company. It's the grand scheme of it. It's the umbrella Sequoia International LLC. Now Sequoia, we actually do a lot of what we do is image and brand management, and also product development. Well, our product development, like as you would slowly see, it's we have our own brand of hair extensions, and then other things that we are involved with. So literally, the Livable Passion radio show is one of our entertainment. So it's pretty much the branding and image for Sequoia, and just I've done a lot of different things in various entertainment sector, and live radio it's fairly new, and I believe that my method of doing things is a little bit different, because I kind of know a little bit about everything, but the point of this is that is something that I haven't done before, and again, I'm only one person, and that is how we create and cultivate and forming a team. So at this point right now, we did our first episode, which is I call it the pilot. And again, like when people ask me what kind of format it is, I really don't have like a format, except like for like live radio, you have your format of a talk radio show, or like what it is about. All I knew is that it's the basic time format, so then the audience do realize what's going on, and it's gonna become a what they expect. So the show itself is gonna have individually it has 3 different segments, and every top of that segment we have this game is called a guest attuned. So we are still trying to do we're getting pretty good at this by now on the second week, which I am very proud of my team, and because honestly, like I don't expect anything less than the best that we could, but then every single show is gonna get a little bit better, but it's not going to draw out so long. So by this time, we have a concrete format in a way. So every show, there's gonna be 3 segments. The beginning of it, it's pretty much the amazement of it, getting your haircut, and just amazing. A short recap of what we talked about that is bringing into this current episode, and the center of it is a lot about in the pageantry so far, or like the art of hair and all that. And the third segment is where we slow down and livable passion. Yes, we should be able to make a living doing what we are passionate about. Basically, being happy. What we do, I mean, that we have hobbies. I love. People like doing hair. People like doing different things. Now, the fact is, proven in a way, day after day, is when you have one person do entertainment reporter. One person is really good at script writing, but they are not really good on live. One person is very good on hands-on, but it's not really good on like the technical part of things, and that is what the Livable Passion show is about. Again, just like the cover, it's not easy, and it takes a team. That's the same thing with the Livable Passion, the Memento jewelry collection, which is a lot of the time is the gift that we give out for the people that do call in. So we kind of, like we say, if you have something to say, find a way to say it. And yes, Sequoia is a company, but the entertainment part of Sequoia, it's pretty much the branding and image of what Sequoia is doing. So everything relate to each other, and it is not, number one, is not about money, but at the end, yes, it's about money. We need, number one, we need money to eat, to put our roof on. That's a basic need. The second thing that people that usually work for is the fame and the spotlight. But number third is that, and you can see a lot of example like Coco Chanel and Princess Diana. They do things out of what they are passionate about. Not that it's a heroic reason or anything like that. However, if you look in history, Einstein or all this great historical example, they are doing things because of what they are passionate about, doing it right, okay, not because of what the trend is, what is the right format. Now, however, not because like, I'm not saying that the schooling and all of that and industry is experience. Those are very, very, very important. And that is the very much only reason why am I still in school. Now, school doesn't, I mean, honestly, having all that other experience with other industry, other businesses throughout my life, I know that at the end of it, it's very simple. It's not that I read it somewhere in the book. A lot of times I quote Einstein's Art of War, a lot of those things, because it's not that I'm following what they say. It just it resonates to how I think. Okay, so right now I'm still in school. Actually, after the segment today, or the episode today, I actually have to finish, my schoolwork with full sail as I don't think I'll ever, be away from school. At first it was interior design, and then I did psychology and entertainment business, and then now it's in media communication. What school does for me, again, obviously I have my own business, so it's not that I need to learn something new, towards my business. What I need is to be up to date with trends, especially with this, rapidly growing, technology. I just need to, know that. And as I'm going into mastering fine art in media communication, it's very much about team dynamic and everything. And the thing is, like it's exactly what I'm doing right now. I've been sharing this with my my team, my round table in a way. It just, I will be able to, yes, I'm going to do the things that I do with a logical reason, with a soul. And sometimes, like as of right now, it's been exactly a year since we publicly and fully launched Sequoia. Well, even though Sequoia has been incubating since 2009, as with any business, internship, networking, and all that, and so we launched last year, built a brand, developed a brand, and now we are like, quote unquote, coming out. Now, I know it's a little bit confusing for everyone, and that's why I do need, like, for example, a new teammate. Let's talk about some new teammate. Bobby is actually has been working in the control room at the WTAN, the 10 Talk Radio, and he's busy, and that is why our second episode this week we kind of set up things and then did the live stream and all of that. Every single one is not gonna be perfect. It is never going to be perfect. However, there's gonna be that D-Day, and I don't think the industry knows like what to expect of this, because the funny thing is, I was having my first director meeting. We started to have this like money jar right here. So there's certain words that we don't use. Make money, sales, advertise, using someone or using an opportunity. So when we talk, as the leader in a way, yes, I do need them, but then my job is pretty much getting everyone in the correct state and the right state of mind, so the team can be together and produce something that what you will see, for example, the Livable Passion. So now let's talk about the radio show that every single week on Saturday on WTAN, and what are you going to be able to expect? Okay, so again, it's a lot, but it's something a little bit different. Now, it's not just a talk show. It is not just gonna be one topic. The main goal is to demonstrate not teaching someone, but to almost like a reality show on artists, and such as a producer or me, or entertainment reporter. They are just like right there, okay? I mean, like, of course, like we've been, helping a lot of upcoming artists as well. But at the end of it, everything is piggybacking on towards Sequoia, because at the end, all these people need to get paid, okay? And so we go from there. So now now we like just like a TV series. You have your pilot, so we are like progressing and learning. It's fine tuning, and I can imagine, like I could never imagine 2 years ago that I'm going to launch Sequoia completely last year. I couldn't imagine that by a year later that it has become a brand. I can imagine I'm on a radio show coming out, and it takes a lot of courage, because everything that we do is different. And but then at the end, though, because my mind and everything that we do is international, is global, is across all sector, industry, there's no bound. Okay, so just like a TV series, seasoned episode, so we have, we're gonna have season 1, episode 1, 2, 3, and everything is going to be in the event on Facebook. Well, hopefully we can get more time and all that. Like we're producing, and I always just like throw things on Facebook. I don't have time to do my update my website and all that. So honestly, when you think about it, a company, I was just doing a report on a nonprofit and their issue and stuff like that. And most of them, it's like they spend all their money on the overhead and advertisement and all of that. See, that's like we doing our own advertisement. And it is not a charity, you know, we are not taking interns in a way to use them to do the legwork. The mentorship program is not something that anybody could handle, really. And so far, right now, as in a team-wise, well, I have me. Is at first I was executive producer, but now I'm more of the executive director, because now I have a producer, Susie, who was in school, you know, and in school, you know, and then we're gonna be addressing a lot of this thing, you know, about Full University and things like that. Of course, you're gonna have that. This is the entertainment. This is the fun part of it. And then the Sequoia, the brand and all that, I mean, that's work, but this is our platform in a way to let everybody know. I mean, okay, yes, the quality matters. Like, for example, the jewelry, the gold-plated jewelry, you know, the tungsten, you know, or whatever. But the thing is, why? You know, when you can't, like now you can go on and you can get it anywhere. But why Sequoia? And this is exactly what Livable Passion is about. So and every, you know, so every, there's season 1, episode 1, 2, 3, and by 3, you know, it looks really small, but if you have seen like the first one and the second one and then the next one, you see how much progressions that we have. It's literally like you cannot miss one of them, because you're not, I mean, number 1 and number 3, if you miss the middle, you have kind of like missing the whole storyline of it. So every 3 episodes, it'll be around the kind of like, not officially, but it's like a mini series, you know, throughout the time, okay? And so, oh, and also we have not been able to do a lot of the advertisement recording. The first one, it was really jammed, but everybody loves it because we did deliver the emotional message at the end. This time, we don't even have equipment. We are delivering it. Now the third time, you know, every single time as a mentor, as a coach with my businesses, with my entire life, is that there's nothing perfect, but as long as there's progress. And every time we're going to do it the best that we possibly can, as if this is the last opportunity. So, and I do, and because of so massive of information, and that's why I welcome Susie David to that. She's been, we actually interviewed and all that, the final interview just 3 days ago. I could not boil it down to like that. So she helped me boil down to what my topic should be. And then now we have Bobby, the engineer. We have you're gonna know his name next week. The sound, the technical engineering for it. And we are going to be next week back to the studio, the radio studio, on a WTAN 10 Talk radio. So, you know, follow us on that. And on the on the commercial segment of it. Now, I don't go knock on door to door to get this advertisements sponsor. The thing is, my job is Sequoia, which is where it brings the money. However, I need material. My materials are from local businesses, you know, the thing, people that I find that is fit into what our message as a team that try to convey. Okay, so those are the advertisement, and then slowly, perhaps, you know, we will be able to continue again, not make, but then you still have the studio fee to be able to continue doing the Livable Passion on Saturday night. You know, I mean, and it's really small. You know, we'll continue doing that. If not, Sequoia still keep going. Like everything that we get, it is never a failure, but it's a change. Everything that has a beginning always have the end, and at the end is the begin. It's just a new beginning. So thank you very much, and I finally be able to boil all this down, and I'm going to do one more because now every single week we are able to timeline out, you know, the on the media, or what are we doing, you know, and everything. So just remember, you know, the Twitter account that you are looking at right now is it's Lona Lee Live, Livable Passion. Look for us, and after every single show, we are going to be able to actually do all. I mean, that's an hour long. I mean, granted, the chances are for you to listen from the beginning to the end might not be. So we'll be actually summarizing everything into the event page. The advertise, you know, the people that we're advertising, the limited time deal that we are giving out, the people that we are actually did the commercial for, how do you find them and stuff. So at the end of it, it's gonna get all boiled down to almost like a folder. So definitely on Facebook, on Twitter, you know, especially Facebook, follow that. Everything is gonna be organized that way. So thank you very much, and I'll be coming right back on the next broadcast on episode 2. Bye bye, everyone.